Webdale, the president of AHC Inc., which, as many of you know, is the old Arlington Housing Corporation, which was founded some 35 years ago by many people who are sitting in this room today. AHC operates in Virginia and the DC area and Maryland. We've got about 5,000 units in those areas, 2,000 of which are here in Arlington itself. The slide presentation, I'm going to go through extraordinarily quickly, and then I'm going to vary a little bit from what the other speakers have as to what we see as some of the problems that we are having, not only here in Arlington, but in other places, in providing low and moderate income housing. One of our theories is that we create real estate. We own a piece of property, we look for ways to find more density, as Wesley is doing, tearing something down, putting where they have 50 units and putting something much more dense on that particular site. We are also have innovated in many areas by that we do mix market rate units in with our low and moderate income developments. Interesting enough, where our office building is 108 units of affordable housing, and directly across the street, one of the townhouses was built after we built the building, sold for $1 million. So it does work and it works very well. We've done a lot in preserving at-risk housing, as was mentioned before by Ken. Magnolia Gardens we have acquired down in Columbia Pike, which is part of on the at-risk list. In doing these things, we've done a lot of green. We work in providing supportive housing. We offer a lot of community services, and that is a big item so far as AHC is concerned. We spend about $1.5 million a year providing our residents with services, mostly are in the educational field. And all of that information is in your packet, and you can sort of see what some of those examples are. One of the big things that AHC has done is that we are in Arlington, and we talk about AHIP, and I looked it up today. Arlington County has lent AHC over the years $68 million to make the units that we have presently in Arlington. And interestingly enough, we've paid back in principal and interest on that so far some $27 million. But we still, with all this, with the generosity, the new appropriations, there are still some real problems that we find. And those are that to provide affordable housing, to keep it affordable, we can't raise the rent. We are basically rent controlled. So we only have a certain amount of income that we can bring in annually from a building, out of which we have to pay the heat, the light, the janitors, the office help, etc. But what is happening when you live in an area like Arlington, inside the Beltway? What happens to your tax assessment? It goes up dramatically, and when the actual cost of real estate taxes, thereby the increases in the assessment plus increases in tax rates, mean that you have to appropriate more and more money towards paying that. We also see utilities. We all know from our own homes what is happening in terms of utilities, the gas, the electric, the water and sewer rates have been going up some 15%. All of this comes out of the only income that we have, and that is from our rents to make these work. So I think that's one of the things that we're going to have to work at. I don't know the solutions to it, but I think that it is something that this whole group, and as you go out in the community talking about affordable housing, remember that these are some of the problems that we do face. The next problem that we face is that of the whole tax credit program. Will we have it after this year? We all, especially being next to the Capitol, we understand what's going on with the Congress, what's going on with the budget. So will that tool be there? At AHC, we are definitely right now working on some new products that we are going to roll out this year. And hopefully we will be able to continue providing affordable housing with those new products. Maybe not as deep as we want, but I think we have found some programs that will at least give us something close to the tax credit program, and especially when we do market rate apartments mixed in with the affordable units. Once again, I would just like to say thank God we do business in Arlington County, because it is way out ahead of every other municipality that we work in, either in Virginia or in Maryland. So, thank you.